Hello guys, welcome to Unisys Weekly Fundamental Analysis. So first of all, let's look at the euro. So boosted by the continued weakness of the US dollar, major non-US currencies closed up this week. The euro closed up 0.68% to 1.1982 against the dollar on a weekly basis and hit a new high of 1.1994 since 4th of March. Accelerated vaccination rates in major countries in the Eurozone will help ease the pessimism about the euro. And the European Central Bank doesn't care about the short-term inflation. So the recent acceleration of vaccination rates in major countries in the Eurozone helped ease the pessimism towards the euro in the first quarter. The speed of vaccination is the most obvious in Germany and Spain. In the first half month, the total number of people receiving one dose of vaccine increased by 56% and 63% respectively. Almost 1 in 5 Europeans have received an injection at least once. Although disappointment over the lockdown has increased by the expected improvement in immunizations and the preliminary results of the vaccine competition may push the euro higher. Next, let's look at the pound. So the pound against the dollar closed out by 1.02% to 1.3843, hit 1.668, the low since 5th of February. The analysts believe this is related to thrombosis concerns surrounding the AstraZeneca vaccine, which is heavily dependent on the UK vaccinations program. The UK announced on Monday that it has completed the first dose of vaccination for people over 50 years old, achieving the goal of completing this group of people before 15th of April. However, the UK recommends suspending the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine for people under the age of 30 and switching to alternative vaccine. Previously, there were rare cases of blood clots in many countries due to this vaccination. The UK is a country with the highest number of deaths from the COVID-19 in Europe. However, with the rapid advancement of vaccination and a sharp drop in the number of infections more than 3 months after the forced closure of stores in order to prevent and control the epidemic, non-essential stores in England finally opened for business on Monday, and it is hoped that the unblocking will stimulate a wave of buying and selling. Alright, so lastly, let's look at the Aussie dollar. So the Australian domestic data remains optimistic. A measure of Australian business confidence rose to a record high in March, as companies reported substantial increase in revenue, profits, and employment, once again showing that the Australian economy has quickly recovered from the recession caused by the COVID-19 epidemic. The number of employed people in Australia increased by 70,700 in March, which is twice the increase of 35,000 estimated by the survey. And also the analyst from ANZbank stated in the report the Fed is unlikely to take any action to disrupt the economic momentum because it wants the economy to be very strong so that full employment can be restored as soon as possible, minimizing the trauma of the epidemic and push up the inflation rate to more than 2%. Stable risk appetite supports the Australian dollar exchange rate for current, so the Australian dollar risk is still in an balanced state. So coming up next is the forex calendar for next week. So as usual for traders who are going to trade whenever there's news, please set your stop loss because it'll be more volatile than usual. Alright, so that's all for today. Thanks for watching.